Welcome back to a Daily Planet special presentation, Rock and Roll Science. Here again is the Tea Party.
This is Paul Silver.
If fate holds a purpose, you feel fate will lend a hand. It saves face, deserts you. It deals grace from underhands. And every time the passer wakens, every time your soul starts breaking, you can't stand.
Sad songs tend to be characterized, and I'm talking about the elements of music that seem to transcend cultural boundaries, but they tend to be characterized by a larger amount of dissonance. They tend to be characterized by a slower pace or tempo in the music. They tend to be characterized by our expectations being denied more than they're fulfilled. Sad music is generally not loud, fast, simple. It's more complex, softer, slower pace.
Public concerts like this one were unknown centuries ago. Then, musical performance was only for the rich and the elite. But you might know the name of the man who in the 1700s changed concert going into a public activity. Ludwig van Beethoven.
Rock concerts and rock and roll music, popular music in general, has increasingly replaced what church used to do for a lot of people. I don't want to offend anybody when I say this, but rock concerts are places where rituals happen, where people can bond as a community, where emotional catharsis takes place.
The structure of the song emotionally, you know, what the song is conveying through the poetics as well, will play a big part in where it's placed in the set list, right? So it's the story that you're telling throughout the night. You know? Like a concert should really be like a story.
I think if you ask most performers, they'll tell you there's a little bit of science to their art. And for us in production, what we like to think is that there's a little bit of art to our science.
On a show day, I'll tune them when I come in, and I'll tune them again in the afternoon, and then again right before they're played. And you'll notice that depending on the temperature, they'll be constantly changing.
Thank you very much.
This kind of concert can be mentally and physically demanding for the performers. That's why in the moments leading up to it, The three members of the Tea Party prepare much like pro athletes getting ready for a big game. Drummer Jeff Burrows taps out rhythms frantically on anything he gets near. Jeff Martin spends this time quietly preparing himself mentally. And bassist Stuart Chatwood tries to relieve some of the tension.
Was I too early with Inanna, the thing? Because you cued me and I believe...
This is also the last chance for the band and the conductor to work out any last-minute issues from a long day of rehearsal.
It seemed to me that I was about to go. Little thing, no, didn't seem
And at this show, you also hear this backstage. We'll see what happens when that voice gets together with the Tea Party and a 42-piece orchestra next.